Oh, this painting has so many memories for me, especially as a child. The Roop farm, which is in the country outside of Christiansburg, Virginia, in a postal area called Snowville, which probably doesn't really exist except for some little post office somewhere. And that was where my father grew up, and his father grew up back for several generations. The house was probably early 1800s, and it's still in the family. One of my cousins owns it. The picture comes from one of Ralph's, my father's, photos, because he was a wonderful photographer. And he just commissioned an artist friend in Richmond to make a painting of his photo. Now, whether the house still looks like this, I don't know, but this is the house in my memory. Well, the brass bed comes from Grandmother Orr's and the Roop farm, and it was what I loved best because it was in the guest room, but I was never allowed to sleep in the guest room, of course, because I was a grandchild. But it was a special place for my sister and I to hide because we would play jail in this brass bed. And the cabinet closet space off of the brass bedroom was where all of these old Saturday Evening Posts were stored. We'd loved looking at these 1920s and 1930s magazines and all of their fashions and the faces and the ads. And it was just a wonderful memory. And under the brass bed was kept a trunnel bed. And the trunnel bed was what children were allowed to sleep in. And the trunnel bed rolled into and underneath the brass bed.